Okay, I realize you can't see me yet, but it's 6:25 a.m. I just heard my first bugle of the morning. Let's get this party started. Besides almost getting taken out by a couple birds, I'm not hearing anything. All I heard was one that sounded like it was down by the highway. I hate the noise of the highway, but that's where the elk have seemed to have been the last few days. What are you supposed to do? He's down there, closer to the highway, but if that's where he is, that's where I'm going, I guess. He sounds like a mature bull. I hate hearing his vehicles while I'm hunting. I'm going for the bull I can hear. I wanted to get a good location on that bull before I dropped in, because it's a long ways down, so if I can't work him, it ain't worth going. Come back up. He won't talk again. If he's not gonna talk again, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna try and find something that's gonna talk consistently. It's been a slow morning. And maybe because I can't hear as good. Assume that the direction I came from is empty, even though they might move into that area, because I couldn't get anything to answer in that area at all, until I thought I might have heard a faint little, yeah, I'm over here. It sounded like a little bull if it was, so it's either that or it was an echo. So I'm not gonna go that way, I'm gonna go the other way. And I just heard it again off in the distance. That one sounds mature, so I'm just gonna go the way I think it's echoing from. And I just heard another one. It's 7:37. Oh yeah, we're getting good now. I'm pretty sure this bull is trying to get away from some other hunters. I heard a pretty poor chuckle, and he's moving away from them. So, I'm gonna get back to where I was and work down below. Yeah, I don't know if they busted him or what, but he's getting out of dodge. Alright, it looks like those other hunters ran him pretty hard. I'm not calling. I'm just going where I hear him. And I think I know where he's bedding. It's gonna be a lot of work to get to where he is, and then if I don't kill him, to get all the way back to the ATV. So, we're going. He's up on that hill across the drainage. I'm not sure if the swirly wind got him or if he's just moving off, but he's a little farther over than he was before. So I'm hoping he's just gonna bed on the north side of that hill, which will work great for me because I can get the wind right up there above him. Gig's up. Either that bull hasn't said a word in like an hour and he's in bed down there, or he's still booking it into another unit. I got a drop and then a long climb back up to the side-by-side, so rather than get a ride, there's a trailhead down here, rather than get a ride, I'm just gonna call my way back and maybe find something. I made it back to the vehicle. I didn't hear anything on the way back. I went and looked at a tank that I know is a good tank for elk. They're all over it. There's a wallow at the back of it. Somebody made a nice blind there and put a camera on it, which I don't mind. I think that's fine, except I wish there was like a schedule of when they were gonna be there. Anyway, I'm gonna go back, regroup, get some food, figure out where I'm gonna go tonight. I'm pretty tired, but we'll give her another whirl. It's all murky, like they've been up in here. Alright, so I'm set up here on Weston's pool. We decided to split up tonight. Amanda's in the wallow down below me. John went up and to another spot. Just been tough so far. We've gotten on quite a few bulls. It's just they're running when you get close. So we decided to switch it up and maybe try to sit in water tonight in separate. All three of us separate. That way we can cover a little more ground. I think we got 5 days left after today. So yeah, we'll see what happens. These wallows are absolutely destroyed by elk. We call it 5 wallow, but they're really like 6 right now, maybe more. I've never shot an elk over water or a wallow, so it'd be kind of cool was real cool. There was a satellite in there that I would have shot. He came and looked over the edge with a cow. I think they were gonna come down right next to me. So there was no way I turned around to look and make sure I didn't get blindsided, and apparently a cow saw me. So the whole herd's on the next mountain up here. I can see them milling around and stuff. I'm gonna pack my stuff up right quick and hustle up there and see if I can do anything before dark. I'd have taken that satellite. He was nice enough. That was exciting enough to give me the shakes. I still had enough light to see it. He had his vitals covered. I could see my pins better than I could see him. So I slowed down and made sure to focus my pin in the right spot. And as I released, he took off. So I don't think it hit him. It didn't sound like it hit him. But I'm gonna GPS it, wait a little bit, and then I'll start checking. I mean, how do they just come out of nowhere like that? I realize it probably looked super dark on the camera, and I also realize that you won't be able to see the bull because I didn't know he was there until I realized he was staring at me. But legal shooting light is still not over yet. I could see my pins and I could see him, but I don't think I got my yardage right. And he also started moving forward right as I was releasing my arrow. I tried to take my time and make sure I was doing the right thing, and I mean, that's bow hunting. But he hasn't bugled again. I couldn't even hear the herd stampede or anything. So I may have hit him, I don't know. I'm gonna send some messages and get my headlamp out. I just heard a groan. I don't know if it was him moaning because he's hit, or if it's his quiet little way of communicating because he was doing that earlier. I may have gotten him, it's so dark it's hard to tell. And I couldn't even hear him run off for some reason. Okay, I followed that sign for a ways, and it was pretty easy to follow. Looks like he joined back up with the cows. And now there's just too much elk sign to know what's what, and I don't think I hit him. I didn't find any blood. I know he moved away and forward right as I was pulling the trigger to release the arrow. So I'll come back in here in the morning and look for the arrow. If I do find it, I think it's going to be clean. I didn't hear it hit. I didn't hear any ridiculous crashing, although I didn't even hear him run off. But I did hear that one groany moan kind of thing. Didn't really sound like a death moan, so I'm guessing he was just trying to quietly say, let's go. But the distance looks like I should have hit him. I'll have to see in the daylight. I couldn't use my rangefinder very well. I held my 20 pin high. It was downhill, and I think he was around 30, but again, I'll have to check tomorrow because I couldn't tell for sure which tree he was by, but it should have hit him, except that he moved away. It's frustrating. It's bow hunting. They take a move like that. You take a risk shooting them in low light like that. I couldn't move because by the time I realized he was standing, he just came in quiet. I wasn't sure if he pushed his cows off. I bugled at him. I thought, man, I'm close enough, I might be able to challenge him. So I bugled at him from across the draw from him, and then he didn't bugle anymore. I can't remember if he bugled one time or if he didn't bugle at all. After that, he wouldn't answer anymore, and he was being pretty regular. I thought, man, he either pushed him off or he's sneaking around to come in. Well, man, he came in upwind of me, but I didn't know he was coming. And I was looking to my left, and I just happened to look back forward and see him standing behind the trees with his rack sticking out. I could see his guts, part of his hip, his mid area, his barrel, where his guts would be. Couldn't see his vitals, and I could see his antlers sticking up around the tree, and I thought, you dirty dog, you snuck in on me. So took the shot. I realized you couldn't see any of it. The camera wouldn't pick it up, neither my phone or the camera. Actually, I didn't have the camera pointed at him because I didn't know he was there, and I didn't want to make any extra movements. I had my phone recording on my bow, but I doubt it was pretty dark. My phone doesn't pick up that low light very well, but anyway, I'm rambling. But basically, I think I missed, but I have to make sure. I didn't see any blood, so I'll come back in the morning, look for my arrow, look again for blood, try to make better sense of what happened, but again, I'm pretty sure I missed. So man, that's bow hunting. It was cool. I called him in. Anyway, no more rambling. We'll check tomorrow. Out.